Okay, Laura J making coffee in the kitchen while putting some dishes away, wearing what seems to me stereotypically an artist's uniform of sorts. Artists don't have a uniform specifically, but if we were to have a habit, which is what the nuns call their garb, we would likely use overalls or dresses that we would be able to use to wipe our paint on, as I saw one woman who was working at a wedding do. Live photography or live painting, absolutely exceptional. And I was just thinking about the fact that we are the artists of our own lives. So our habits are not just what we wear, but what can actually wear us down because we are not wearing them properly. We're not using them properly. Our habits are working against us to harm or hinder us rather than supporting our growth and evolution, which is where then we just kind of move away from the racket, the sound, the loud sound. A racket is both a loud noise and then also the racket of a profitable sector that people can get in on or out of. And what you get out of it is what you were in on it in order to get out of it, oftentimes. And why all of this matters is that the Inn Act is what you wouldn't have heard when you were over by all the noise. You wouldn't have heard how the Inn Act reflects the four Inns of Court that have been representing us as not present, not ourselves, as the counterfeit carbon copy version of us, the legal person, instead of the first person natural person, which is also not us, but is the first person properia persona position within the office of public offices. So if we actually understand the natural person is the equivalent to the executor or the natural person, this is the proper face that we show in the public when I say I am the woman commonly known as Laura J, of my own choosing. I get a liked message notification that distracts me in that moment. But I am the woman commonly known as Laura J because I choose to go by that name. And it's akin enough to my native name, Laura Jean Ellen Hamilton, that is all inclusive and respective and reflective of these names, in fact, as to why I like it and chose it. But it's not actually also different from people choosing other names that then change their identities. Because identity entrapments are a problem. We really have to be aware of the fact that identity entrapments come in a variety of forms. And if we get caught in the forms, then certainly they will inform us of what act we are to perform, because that is what the In Act is about. It's about, are you in or out of the club? And are you acting or are you actually real? Because there is a big difference. There is a big difference. I need to clean my fork off and say that was not a fluke off message. A fork off message. Oops. I said the thing that I was thinking we shouldn't say because that's the way it often goes. Teaching from the heart is what I try to do. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson, and as I take you out of the void of the kitchen into the private quarters of Jordy and I's space, I will say it's private. So I'm gonna get you back out. But I got those at the last Hub for Humankind last year, and I'm really looking forward to the next one. So more on that another time.